Friends, hello, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. The craziest thing happened. The MLB called up, ring-a-ling, ding, ding, ding. They said, hey, you're gonna have to get rid of your best player. So they're gone. You're gonna have to figure out the MLB season without your best player. Baltimore gonna see a huge drop-off. Gunnar Henderson out the door. Your next best player is going to be Cedric Mullins. Garrett Crochet, Boston. How would you feel about sending him on over to the team of the free agents because he's out the door? New York, you're going to lose. Oh, jeez. You're going to lose. I cannot believe what Aaron Judge has done this season. I mean, I get it. He's good at baseball. But 400, we're in June. Dude's over here cranking 400. Vladdy Jr., good at baseball. Not as good as Aaron Judge, but good at baseball. Out the door. Louis okay. Do we have to do it, White Sox? I feel bad. I do. I feel bad taking away your best player. You only got like 2 MLB players on the roster. We're going to do it. Rules are the rules. See you later. Bye, Louis Robert. Remember when Louis Robert was killing it? What happened to Louis Robert? I remember he was a first-round draft pick that I think I took it. That's why I'm bad at fantasy baseball. I think I took him. I'm pretty sure that happened. Bobby Wood's going to be a big loss. Bobby Wood off the Kansas City's horrendous news for the Kansas City Royals. Byron Buxton. We'll be seeing you, Byron. Hunter Brown, downtown type. What a season he's been having for the Houston Astros. Mike Trout is still at 93 in this game. They're really holding on to that, I think, at this point, because Mike Trout is he's just not been Mike Trout. Look at these stats: 220, 263 this season. Now he just can't stay healthy, I guess. So maybe that's why we're holding on to it. I'm not sure, because he used to get a lot of help from his diamond fielding. I don't know if he's still around diamond or not. Mason Miller out the door. Big to lose a closer. Big to lose your number 1 stud over there at pitching as well. But I tell you what, there's nothing like I just, as a Reds fan, I think about it all the time, losing your number 1 man in the bullpen and getting to that final inning. And you just don't know what's going to happen and it gets shaky. Frankie, you're going to be out the door for the Mets, but the Mets have a very solid roster right now. Zach Wheeler out the door for the Philadelphia Phillies. Mackenzie Gore will be seeing you. Washington, a team, by the way, look, Washington. Playing some 500 baseball. We're starting to see that Juan Soto trade start to come together over there. Ellie De La Cruz at 91 for the Reds. Love to see it. Sad to see him go. Wilson Contreras, you're going to be out the door for Milwaukee. Paul Skeens. Pittsburgh, you're back to having, well, you got a new crew still. They got some solid players. Can they piece together some wins? It's been difficult. Sonny Gray, Reds legend, out the door. See you later. All right, Cattell, you're gone. Bye. Thanks for playing. Arizona, who's next? Call it off. I take it back. Nah, I can't do it. I'm sorry, Colorado. I can't do it. I don't know how you have an 84 overall in your team. I really don't. I have an 81. I guess, you can have players and not win baseball games. When you hit double digits, we'll consider taking a player away from you or skipping it or making an exception. Exceptions got to be made. You got to have a heart. You have to have a heart. And that's gutless. That is gutless to do that to a Colorado team. They're bad enough. They don't need to lose anymore. We're going to wrap things up right there. Matt Chapman out the door. Logan Webb out the door for the San Francisco Giants. All right, here we go. We are going to use the Atlanta Braves for a good time. What do the Atlanta Braves have for us when they are losing their best player in a loaded National League Eastern Division? They're going to play 4 against the Reds. They're going to win 2 of 4. That sounds about right. That's my Red Legs, though. Look at that, beat 3 of 4 against the Nationals. I tell you what, there is nothing I love more than playing a good old game of MLB The Show, a little franchise mode, and just seeing how ridiculously quick this stuff sims up. The Braves are playing some good football. They're a baseball team, but they are playing some good football. So they're 55 and 41. The draft is over. I don't want to stop simulating for the home run derby. I don't care about the All-Star game. The AL has won the All-Star game. That is good for the AL. We're looking to win a World Series over here in the land of Atlanta. We have the computer, by the way, is just managing everything. We got to pick a team. As always, you got to pick a team. Got to see how the teams do. I always said, hey, let's see how the Braves do. Oh, they're falling apart in September. They're 83 and 67. They should be a team that makes the playoffs, and it's looking like that is gonna happen barely. Wow. That was an ugly September. That was a really ugly September. Looked like a play-in series, right? Is that what we're seeing here? They got a play-in against the Mets? 2 of 3? Absolutely. real quickly, let's take a look at these standings. The Phillies are still a first place team. The Braves eliminate, well, not eliminate, but not eliminated. A wild card team. The Mets, the Braves, the Mets struggling without their studs out there. Cardinals 93 and 69. Brewers 8. Look at the Cardinals going off. Brewers 87 and 75. The Dodgers, I mean, they had all the money in the world. All the money in the world. The Rockies, this is why we didn't hurt the Rockies. They still lost 107 games. They didn't lose anybody. They would have lost 120. 85 and 77 for the D-backs, but you know, when you got all the money in the world like the Dodgers do, I mean, you just made it easier on them. I'm sure they lost Shohei for a little bit, but Braves 90 and 72 as we went over. The Yankees 90 and 72. Nobody's really dominant. 87 and 75, 99 win. The Mariners end up with the best division or best record in baseball. Okay, Seattle, good for you guys. Good for you guys. Let's go ahead and get these Mets games out of the way. Send through the date. Can we beat the Mets? The Braves can indeed beat the Mets. Who else made it to the play in there? Mets. We beat the Mets there. It looks like the Phillies beat the Phillies lost to the Brewers. Brewers end up winning the best 2 of 3 there. New York, Detroit gonna get to play some New York action after beating Minnesota, and Texas gonna beat the Baltimore Orioles. Here we go, Dodgers in the second round, best of 5, right? Best of 5. I always get baseballs confused early. They're over. That's it. Thanks for playing, Atlanta. Dodgers just about getting the brooms out, bullying the Atlanta Braves. Wow, that was ugly. Gonna be Mariners, Tigers. In the ALCS, Dodgers, Cardinals. The Dodgers are playing some freaking baseball. Playing some ball, to say the very least. Seattle's going to be in the World Series after having a 99-win season. Losing Logan Gilbert, not enough for them. St. Louis, here we go. Cardinals back in the postseason. A team that was quote-unquote in a rebuilding year to start the year. All of a sudden finds themselves, well, 2 wins away from winning the World Series. Seattle with 1 more win, and it is going to be the Seattle Mariners. Mariners 4, Cardinals 2, World Series winners. World Series MVP going to Julio Rodriguez, 286 average. Pete Alonso winning the MVP, 45 homers, 128 RBIs. What a season for Pete Alonso, not being walked out the door because of how talented that Mets team was. The Cy Young did go to Spencer Strider. Yamamoto staying healthy for the Dodgers. They're getting into the Cy Young voting in second there. The batting title went to Bryce Harper, 329. Nico Horner, stellar season, 311. Freddie Freeman, same story there. Reliever of the year went to Tanner Scott of the Dodgers. We're seeing why the Dodgers had such a dominant season still. Drake Baldwin, rookie of the year for the Braves. Bryce Harper got that Hank Aaron award. Mitchell Parker wins the Gold Glove. Gold Glove for the catcher goes to Alvarez. We'll go over this quickly. I'm sure we're not too interested in it. The Silver Slugger goes to Juan Yepez. All right, Yepez. I like that. I like that a lot. Pete Crow Armstrong, Suzuki Arenado got the postseason MVP. The World Series MVP once again went to Julio Rodriguez. You don't see that too often where the losing team gets part of the action too, but that is indeed what happened here. Nonetheless, that is going to wrap things up for this video. As always, if y'all enjoyed it, I'd appreciate you liking and subscribing. You never have to. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.